stuffing our faces with Del Taco. We are back here on the Sportscast. Thank you to Wendy for bringing the food, as always. Make sure you guys call the show 626-208-9040. We got Cam on the line right now. We're going to get to our Pigskin Pick'ems. Week 9, and right now, Knock, it looks like
going fast, man.
You're leading the way.
Who?
I think Knocker.
Who?
Let's go check the leaderboard up here on the big screen here, Knock. Let's
You're gonna take those boobs out the big screen and put that on? Wait a minute.
Look at B-Knock right there.
That's right, big doggies. Read them and weep, baby.
Wow.
Read it and weep. This is the latest.
How do you feel about that?
I feel real good.
You feel good?
I feel great.
You feel great?
Yeah, I feel like Rocky. Yeah, I feel good.
Wow, winning.
Yeah. Like Charlie, just do a bunch of coke and just winning, you know?
Hell yeah, yo.
Knock, very good, though. Me and you only missed one game last week. Mm-hmm. One game.
And that was because Seattle got that late touchdown.
Yeah, Cam, how many did you miss last week?
I didn't miss very many. I think I missed maybe like one. But I know I'm down by one because there was 1 week where I didn't pick a Thursday night game.
Right now, looks like me and you are tied at 80 and Knocker's at 82. We hold the top 3 spots in our pick'ems.
That's why we do the show.
So all of our listeners
and
everybody,
proud of that.
Yep, all of our listeners and everybody that played, you can all.
Well, tell him to suck my balls.
You can all suck our balls. Come on, bring it, people.
Bring it. Come on. Where are you?
There's no competition. We're giving you free $200, and we'll just take it.
I'm just glad Dragon Lady's not playing this year.
I know, right? Thank God Beast Mode forgot to pick his picks.
He missed a week. He did, man. He's
Beast
so
Mode
pissed off.
His picks, man. He's pissed off. All right, let's get into my power rankings here, Knocker. I know they're everyone's favorite. Here we go.
Go power rankings.
Go power rankings. Go power rankings.
Oh, it's so good. Cam, I hope you have your windows down. You're just blasting down the 605 right now.
Go power rankings.
Yeah, see? I'm going to run through these real quick, Knocker, and I know that you guys are all, because I know you're all going to agree with me, okay?
Every time.
All right.
Always.
Always. Here we go, Knock, through my power rankings, week 9.
Number 10.
Number 10, Knocker, got the Vikings.
Okay.
Still looking good, despite all their injuries. Bradford's still due to come back, Knocker. Their defense is freaking fantastic, and I just like what they're doing. Overall, on the team, I think they're solid. I think they actually end up winning that division, especially with the Aaron Rodgers injury, Knocker.
Mm-hmm.
So I got the Vikings at number 10. All right, here we go.
Number 9.
Number 9, Knock. I got the Bills. They're hit just with that trade, Kelvin Benjamin. I think they're 5-2 now, Knocker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're good at home. It's cold weather. Buffalo plays good when it gets cold. Their defense is good. They can run the football. When you can run the football late in the season, you can do a lot in the NFL, Knocker. I've got the Bills at number 9.
Very nice win over the Raiders.
Number 8.
Very nice win. Number 8, I've got the Dallas Cowboys, Knocker. 2 straight wins in a row. They look like they solidified things on the offensive side of the ball, but I made these rankings before Ezekiel Elliott's suspension came down. I think this does obviously hurt the Cowboys' chances going forward. Like we talked about earlier, they got one of the hardest schedules in the NFL. But right now, I think they're a top 10 team. I'm going to put them at number 8.
That was a pretty impressive win against the Skins.
Right?
That was pretty impressive.
Good win. For
Plus,
them
they
in
won
the
me
rain,
money both halves.
No kicker.
Right?
In the rain. End up pulling it out,
Tough
Knocker.
place to play, man.
I
Yep.
agree with you. Here we go.
Number 7.
Number 7, I'm going to go with the Saints, Knocker. They continue to impress. Another win last week at home. The defense, I don't know what has happened, but that secondary can actually play. They got a pass rush. Drew Brees. I think they got the cancer and Adrian Peterson out of the organization. As we know, he's complaining earlier in the season. I've got the Saints at number 7. I think they're a very good team in the NFC.
But they couldn't score 27 points.
Hey, they won the game, though, against the Bears. Bears defense is legit,
Sorry,
man.
most of my stuff is going to be tilted to whether
Okay,
they won
well,
me
you
money
went
or
better
not.
than
Okay,
that?
I'm
Okay.
just the way
Number
it is.
6.
Number 6, Knocker.
Team total suck.
I've got the Steelers. Cam, I'm going to get you. I'll let you comment on all these. I want to run through them, and then you can comment. I got number 6. I got the Steelers, Knocker. They continue to win, continue to play good football. Le'Veon Bell, best running back in football right now. that defense is legit, Knocker. And again, I like these cold weather teams when it comes down to November and December football. I like the Steelers. I don't think they're in the top 5 because I do think they're still a shaky team and you can't be trusted on a week-to-week basis. But I got the Steelers at number 6.
Okay.
My number
5
is the Rams here, Knocker. The Rams continue to impress me. Both sides of the football. Best kicker in football. One of the best defensive fronts in football. They've got Jared Goff. I know he's a rookie, but they finally figured out, that coach and Sean McVay has figured out what to do with Todd Gurley and to get the most out of him. They've got weapons on the outside of the ball and Watkins. I like what the Rams are doing. They are my number 5 team.
Number 4.
I got to go with the Seattle Seahawks, Knocker. They continue to impress me. I think that move, getting that offensive lineman from the Texans, is going to be huge going forward here. Russell Wilson seems to, kind of figure things out here as the season's progressed. They started off shaky, but again, another one of those teams when it comes down to November, December football, when it's cold and rainy, what's going to prevail? Winning, and then what's going to prevail? Defense, and that's what Seattle Seahawks have. I've got them at my number 4.
Number 3.
My number 3 team, Knocker, going to be the Chiefs. Bounced back last week in a big way. Good win against a division opponent in the Broncos. I think the Chiefs, again, are a top 3 team up there with the Steelers and with the Patriots when it comes to the AFC here, Knocker. I've got the Chiefs at number 3 here. Number 2. I'm going to go with the Patriots. They continue to impress, continue to get better, finally find out kind of who they are this year. The Hogan injury does hurt them, but I do think that they are the best team in the AFC right now, and as like they were a couple weeks ago and last week.
Number 1.
Fly, Eagles, fly, baby. The Eagles continue to impress and win. I know that Jason Peters injury is going to be huge, but I think that Ajayi addition is going to be huge as well. I like the Eagles at number 1. So, Cam, I'll bring you back on now. Cam, what do you think of my rankings?
I would probably move the Cowboys down a couple slots behind those the 2 other teams that you had behind the Cowboys. I think are better.
Vikings and Bills.
Probably minor tweaks, but I would probably the biggest move. I would say swap the Chiefs and the Steelers.
Well,
I think the Steelers are a lot more complete on both sides of the ball.
What? Wow. I mean, are you saying that my Steelers you hated all year long are better than you think?
I think their path is the easiest to the AFC Championship than all the other teams described.
So I was right.
Have a horrible defense.
Well, that's different than power rankings.
And they've had some injuries. The problem is I didn't see the AFC being this bad this year, and there's a lot of injuries to a lot of quarterbacks. The Steelers kind of have a path of there's no one really to challenge them.
No, I agree with you on that. The division's horrible, but
that's why I would say I'm still not a big believer in the Steelers, because when they get to these big tough games in the playoffs, they beat the Chiefs last year, but I don't know if they're going to beat the Chiefs this year. I don't know if they're going to beat I don't think they'll beat the Patriots. But when they're really tested, they always come up small in my mind. But
they're the only team.
There's nothing really to impede them.
They're the only team that actually manhandled the Chiefs.
Yeah,
they beat them pretty handily. It wasn't that close of a ball game, and the Broncos tried to employ some of the schemes that the Steelers employed to some success, but the Broncos just don't have enough offense to keep up with them in that game. Again, they're the most enigmatic team in the entire AFC.
That's
is
a
the
good word
Steelers.
for 'em.
I'm just not sure where they are and where they're going, but they are a good team.
Yep, I agree. All right, Knocker, let's break it down here. Pigskin picking week 9, fellas. Here we go.
Just follow me.
Follow the Knocker to victory, baby. Follow him to victory.
How does my ass look, everybody? How does my ass look?
God. I know how mine look at golf on Sunday. Oh shit.
Thought we were going to get through the show without that.
No, I was going to give you my shit of the week for playing golf and sucking ass. Kicked your ass this weekend. Little father-son outing on Sunday. Took it to Knocker handily. All right, B-Knock, can you throw me up a beer here before we get started? Who won that $10 game, Knocker, between you and Cam? Did Cam end up winning that, or did you end up winning that? Oh, is that the one you got high? Is that the show you got high?
No, I just don't remember.
No, when we bet $10 on you guys picking back and forth for the pick'ems, when you guys win against the spread. So you won the 10?
I won last week.
Okay, all right. I'm sure.
I was correct on more spreads than he was last week.
Okay. All right, Knock. Let's get to it here. Cam, here we go. I'm going to throw it to you. When I throw it to you, Cam, I'll turn your mic on here. So here we go. Week 9 in the NFL, Knocker. First up here in Week 9, we had tonight's game. I know we won't go
I do not
over it.
know the score.
We don't know the score. I know I took the Bills in this game. Knocker, what did you take in this game? I know we made our picks before this. What did you
I
end up
took the
taking?
Bills. And I think that they were favored by 3 points on the road over the Jets.
They were. Cam,
I didn't know that.
Cam, what did you take, Bills or Jets in this game?
I took the Bills. I'm not taking Josh McCown and the Jets. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I agree with you. All right, Knox. So we'll move on past that game here, and we're going to go on to Sunday's games. We've got, again, 6 teams on bye this week.
Wow.
Knocker. Yeah, again, 6 teams on bye. So first game up here. Here we go.
Falcons versus Panthers.
Man, Falcons versus the Panthers here, Knocker. The Falcons coming away with a win last week against the Jets. The Panthers coming up with a win of their own as well. This is a huge game for both these teams here, Knocker, as it's a divisional matchup. The 5-3 Panthers against the 4-3 Falcons. What do you got in this game? What do you think the spread is here, Knocker, in this one?
I think the spread in this division, the road team plays very well. For some reason, it's an oddity in the NFC South. The road team actually plays very well in these matchups. I think the Falcons on the road, especially after the trade and the turmoil going on in Carolina, even though they came off a win, it was against the Buccaneers. I think the Falcons are going to be a 4-point favorite over the Panthers in this one.
On the road. All right, Cam, what do you think here? What do you got?
You know what? I just don't like what's going on with the Panthers right now, so I'm probably going to say the Falcons by like 2 points.
Cam, you're almost right on it, man. Falcons favored by 1.5 here going into the Carolina Panthers. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Falcons in this one, Knocker. I think that the Panthers losing Calvin Benjamin, again, I think it's going to F with Cam Newton's mind here. He's not mature. I think it's going to mentally mess with him in this game. I like the Falcons.
Totally agree.
Momentum off the win last week. I think Matt Ryan gets it together here. I like the Falcons to win by about a touchdown in this game. I'll take the Falcons to cover the spread and for the Pigskin Pick'em. Knock, what do you got?
I'm with you. I especially at the 1.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they cover the spread. They win outright by 6 points.
All right, Cam, what do you got, man?
Yeah, I'm all over the Falcons this week. The Panthers are 5-3, but they don't seem like a 5-3 team. Like they don't act like it. I don't know
For sure.
what's going on with them, so I'm going to stay away from them. I'll take the Falcons and they cover.
Okay. All right, next game up here, Knocker. Could have some playoff implications for at least one of these teams. Here we go.
Bengals versus Jaguars.
The Jaguars are suddenly, Knocker, the favorites to win the AFC South here, especially with the injury, again, like we talked about earlier, to Deshaun Watson and the Texans. Bengals on the road here against the Jaguars. We all know how I hate the Bengals so much, and I will continue to hate the Bengals because they dog it every single week. Knocker, what do you think the spread is on this one? Jags at home against the Bengals.
I think the Jags are favored just to get you to maybe bet the Bengals. I think it's 3.5.
Cam?
Jaguars are a 4.5-point favorite at home.
Jaguars are a 5.5 point
Wow,
favorite at
wow.
home here. Good pick
No
there,
love
man.
for the Bengals,
Seriously,
man.
I've never. This might be the biggest.
That might be
spread.
the biggest spread in the Jags' favor ever.
My God, Knocker, and that's what scares me about this thing is the Jags. Just when you think they can always turn the corner, they end up shitting the bed,
every
man.
freaking time.
And with that being said, I'll take the Jags to win at home. But I'm going to buy that half a point and buy +6 with the Bengals if I'm a betting man in this one.
I think what's happening with
so
the Jags.
Jags for picking, Bengals for betting.
I think the Jags are actually finally getting healthy, especially at the wide receiver position. They've been snake bit Marquise Lee in various draft picks at the wide receiver position. They seem to just come in, get hurt, and it's very tough. Fournette was a very good pick for them. Again, I've said this before. I think they're building something down there, and they're looking good, which means they're probably going to fall flat on their effing face.
Yep.
I think I'm with you. I'm going to take the Jags on the pick'ems, but I'm going to roll with the Bengals and buy that 6.
Okay.
I'm going to go with you on that.
What do you got, Cam?
Move over because I'm officially jumping on the Jaguars bandwagon right here. I think they're going to take
Oh, watch out now.
I do. I like everything they're doing. Listen, they have a power running game. They have probably one of the best defensive lines in football. They have two fantastic corners. Their defense forces turnovers and scores off of them. I really like this team. I think they're going to do very well this year. I'm going to take the Jaguars, and they cover.
Oh, and they cover. He said that emphatically, Knocker.
Like, F you, both you.
Man, seriously. All right, next game up here, Knocker.
Go Cam, all in.
This is going to be actually a pretty good game. Here we go.
Broncos versus Eagles.
Broncos versus the Eagles here, Knocker. Broncos on the road coming off another loss for the Broncos. Eagles coming off another win. Both these teams treading in completely opposite directions here, Knocker. Broncos going to be starting Brock Osweiler in this game. Go Brock.
The Brock train, baby. We're going to ride the Brock train.
What do you got, Knocker, for the spread in this one?
Well, first of all, I think there's something rotten in Denmark. Okay? Because we're having a contest with a guy that works for Fox Sports.
Yeah.
And he supposedly doesn't know what the spreads are before he comes on the show.
Yeah.
Really?
He doesn't.
Really?
He doesn't
Really?
know.
I'm an old guy. I don't have time to look and
Cammy's accusing you of cheating.
I don't care
again.
enough. I don't care enough to actually look him up before we get on the show.
He's a bitter old man.
Right? I'm just smelling something fishy here. He's a little too consistent, a little too close. But be that as it may, Cam, you go first on this one. What's the spread and what do you got?
So they're in Lincoln Financial Field, and their defense is terrible. Their defense is great, but they're starting Osweiler. I think the Eagles are an 8.5-point favorite at home.
Knocker?
I just like the fact he's so hoity-toity. They're in Lincoln Financial Field.
What a fucking loser.
Dude, I still think they play in the fucking vet, okay? And you got to throw that out? Come on, Cam. All right, you're smarter and you're younger, all right?
Cam. I fucking love you,
Jesus criminy.
Fucking love
They'll
you.
always play in the vet. I don't give a shit what the name of the stadium is and who puts the thing on there. They play in the vet, period.
I love it, man.
All right?
All right, now, what do you got?
Eagles are favored by 9. This is Price is Right. Eagles are favored by 9. He said 8.5. I'm going 9.
Sorry, Bob. It's 7.5.
Oh,
Favored by
went
the
the wrong
Eagles.
way.
Went the wrong way on that one. Once again, the Eagles favored by 7.5 here at home, Knocker. I'm going to go with the Eagles to win, and I will go with the Eagles
They cover this all day.
Not cover. I'm going to go with the Broncos and buy that up to 8. Yeah, I think the defense keeps it close. I think that Jason Peters injury is a lot bigger than people are giving him inches. I'm going to take the Broncos in the points, Eagles for the pickups.
No freaking way.
Yep.
There's no freaking way that the Broncos score more than 10 points in this game. Not an effing chance.
Yeah,
27-10, 27-9. There is no effing way the Eagles do not cover this. They're going to crush this
Yeah,
team.
I'm being stupid. I'm going Eagles to trash.
I'm sorry. And I'm saying, even Cam's going, do you agree, Cam?
You know what? If it was home Broncos, I would
Right.
say they cover.
Right.
If road Broncos, they're not covering.
I'm with you guys, too. I was trying to just be too cute. I'm trying to be like Dave Roberts.
You're
Josh, I'm telling you
overthinking this.
Though. I will tell you this, though. If the Broncos even had an average offense
Right.
with a right tackle, this team wins the Super Bowl. That defense is that good still. It's unbelievable. On Monday night, they bailed them out. That game should have been 35-0, but that defense bailed Denver's offense out multiple times.
Calm down, Cam. Calm down. And this is what I'm going to say, calm down. The Chiefs were...
Knocker. Alex Smith threw for 200 yards, had his worst game of the season, and Kareem Hunt only had 50 yards. And the Broncos turned the ball over 5 times.
That's exactly what I was going to say. They were very generous in giving the ball back to the Broncos. Okay? The halftime score was more reflective of the game than the final score. The Chiefs dominated the first half and went to sleep in the second half. Calm down.
I understand that.
Calm
but
down.
That game is not close without that caliber of defense.
Calm down.
They would have been down 28-30-0.
I agree with you, but
quarter.
some of those turnovers weren't forced by the defense. It was shitty-ass, stupid play by the Chiefs.
Yeah, hey,
so,
Cam.
calm down.
Cam.
Chill out, dickwad.
Chill out, dickwad. All right? Chill out, bro.
No,
I love you, Cam.
I'm being honestly serious. Like, this defense, the thing is like you said, Josh, the reason they have a chance to cover is because their defense is so good.
That's true.
If they didn't have this caliber of defense, they would be losing these games by 15 to 20 points.
But you said it. You said it at the beginning, man. If they were in Denver, I think they maybe cover those 8 points. But in Philly, no way they're doing it.
Cam,
all right,
Cam,
now,
let's one more thing. Let's think.
No, I don't think they cover either. I'm just saying we can't underappreciate how good this Denver defense is and how fucking bad this offense is. It's horrible.
All right, let's move on. I was going to say something. Let's move on.
Let's move on. All right, Knock. Next game up here. Here we go.
Ravens versus
I don't think he's full of
Titans.
shit. I think he knows these things.
Ravens versus Titans here, Knocker. The Ravens on the road against the Titans. The Titans again. Now the AFC South is wide open. Mariota and company at home here against the offensive-less Ravens. What do you think
we
the
haven't
spread
had a chance
is
to
here?
talk about this. The hit on Flacco.
Yeah.
Completely dirty, sort of dirty. What's your play on that? You know what mine is because I tweeted it out.
In just a quick thought, I think that the hit was over-aggressive, but at the same time, I feel like the defensive player didn't have much of a choice. He was going already to make the hit. Flacco was trying to get the first down on the play. He could have slid a lot earlier to avoid the hit. I think the defensive players in the NFL are at a real disadvantage with the new rules, so I don't think it's as egregious as everybody thinks it is.
On at fast motion, looking at it, just seeing, just like, oh, that's dirty. But no, when you look at it, again, he slid late. He's got to learn to slide. Quarterbacks, you need to learn to slide. You're not sliding into second fucking base where the second baseman's going to jump over your head, and you're sliding like you're sitting in a chair with your head. Slide and lay down.
Yeah, get your head down.
Lay freaking down. Hook slide. Get your head out of the hit area. Because what you've done, the NFL has decided you cannot hit anybody high, right?
Yeah.
Right? So where are they aiming at? They're aiming at your freaking waist. So when you slide and you stick your head up in the air like a freaking prairie dog, that's where your hip was.
God, dude, did he get rocked?
That's where your hip was.
Dude,
Kiki Alonso hit him with his shoulder. He did not hit him with the top of
I'm
his
with you.
helmet.
I don't think it was egregious as everyone.
So if everybody's all up in arms, and yes, it's a rough play, but it's freaking football.
Yep.
Learn how to slide.
All right.
And that's all there is to
All
it.
right, Ravens,
In
Titans.
saying that,
Big point. I think the hit in itself was kind of questionable, but put freaking flags on these guys. It's horrible.
Right?
There was a penalty in the Monday night game on the Broncos game where Simmons led with his shoulder and they called it.
Yes.
And it was a form tackle.
Yes. Agree with you. Absolutely.
I just don't get it. Like, it's becoming like the NBA where it's becoming so offensively slanted that you can't play great defense anymore.
I agree with you
It's just too hard.
150%. 150%.
I agree with both of you, too.
And this defenseless receiver shit, there was something in the Kansas City game, I think, where the guy got freaking alligator arms.
Yeah.
Your safety, Denver safety was coming across.
Oh, yeah,
Kansas
yeah, I
City
remember that play.
receiver
Yeah, yeah.
for number 14 went totally fucking alligator arms, looked at the guy coming over, dropped the ball, and then got hit. And they called Denver for a defenseless receiver. No, you should have thrown a penalty for a pussy receiver because he didn't catch the fucking ball because he didn't want to get hit. And guess what? This is my thing as a receiver. This is my thing. When you do that, guess what, dude? You're going to get hit anyway. So you may as well catch the fucking ball, right? They're not going to not hit you because you dropped the ball. Catch the ball and take the hit. Be a man. And they called a penalty on Denver, and I was up in arms. Just horrible, horrible. We spent too much time on this. I'm sorry. Do you agree, Cam?
Yeah, no. If that's the problem, it's the result of the play. If he catches the ball and Simmons has that same hit, I mean, it's not a penalty. But it's funny because Von Miller was penalized earlier in the game, too, for getting off the snap pretty quick, and they called him offsides. Turns out it wasn't. He timed the snap perfectly.
Right.
So it's just that's some of the things, but defensive players don't get bailed out like offensive players do.
No, I agree. All right.
Okay, so what's the game again?
Ravens.
We're talking about the Broncos.
Yeah.
What's the game again?
Ravens and Titans here, Knocker. What do you think the spread is?
I think the Titans, especially without Flacco, I think the Titans are favored 2.5.
All right, Cam, what do you think the spread is on this?
The Ravens are on the road, correct?
Yes.
I will take the Ravens by 3.
It's going to be Titans minus 3.5 here, Knocker.
What?
Yep, Titans at home going to get minus 3.5 here. Knocker, I like the Titans in this game to not only win but cover the spread here. I might even buy it down to 3 just to be safe since it's at 3.5. I like the Titans, though, to win by about 6 or 7 points this game. Ravens offense is just putrid. I think the Titans at home get it going here. Knocker, what are your thoughts?
I think this is like a 20-14 game. I think they win by 4, maybe 5 points.
Okay.
But I like the Titans.
All right, Cam.
I totally disagree with you. I'm going to take the Ravens.
Wow.
I'm not
Go
buying
Cam.
into what the Titans are doing. I think Mike Mularkey could be a dead man walking after this year.
Damn.
I'm not been convinced by the Titans at all. I'll take the Ravens on the road.
Okay. All right. Next game up here, Knocker. This is definitely going to be our blackout game of the week. As this is
I
just
love this.
featured. Here we go.
You better have the ticket. 'Cause it's the blackout game of the week. Cardinals versus
Wow.
49ers.
Cardinals Niners. Hope you guys are tuning in for this one, Knocker. Cardinals on the road against the winless Niners here. The Cardinals without Carson Palmer. Niners, again, they won't be starting Garoppolo in this game. This is going to take a couple weeks to get used to the system. With that being said, Knocker, Niners at home, Cardinals on the road. What do you think the spread is in this one?
I think this is a pick 'em.
Okay. You
I
go
really
with the
do.
pick 'em here?
I think this is a pick 'em.
All right, Cam, what do you got?
I'm going to say that the Cardinals are a 1.5-point favorite.
Cardinals are 2.5-point favorites in this one,
Wow.
coming in against the Niners. I'm going to go with the Cardinals on the road here. I just think they're a little better team, just veteran-wise and with their coaching. And I don't think Carson Palmer's that big of a loss for the Cardinals. I think that he wasn't that good to start out with, Knocker. I know you're high on him, but I think he was old, could barely move. I'm going to go with the Cardinals to win and cover that spread, beat him by about a field goal. It's going to be close, but I'll go with the Cardinals in this one. Knock, what do you got?
Don't you ever disparage Carson Palmer. Don't you ever
Man, he's done.
disparage
He was
Carson
good.
Palmer.
He was good in his day.
That guy's gotten the most out of his talent than anybody.
I'm not despair, but I just
I'm
think
just
I
saying.
think that you think he's better than he actually is.
No. Look at his record. Look at the teams that he's made. The Bengals. What have the Bengals done since he left? He had them in playoff games. He won playoff games. He's got the Cardinals in the playoffs, bro. He got the Cardinals in the playoffs.
Did he
Okay.
do it, or was it Bruce Arians?
Who the
Larry
hell
Fitzgerald,
cares? It was him.
Honey Badger, and everybody
It's
else
him.
that's on that team.
Now, be that as it may,
Okay.
I think the 49ers,
They get their first win?
I do.
Really? You're
I
going
do.
upset special here.
I think
Knockers
I think
upset
the
special.
49ers. This is my upset special of the
Okay.
week. I think they win outright. So obviously, I'm going to take them with the 2.5 points.
Okay.
But I think the 49ers get their first win of the year at home against the Cardinals this week.
All right, Cam. Knockers going out on a limb. What do you think?
So if Jimmy G is starting this game, I would have taken the Niners, but
Me
I
too.
think they're going into full tank mode because they're just trying to keep their picks. So I'm going to take the Cardinals on the road. Their defense is probably a lot better, so that'll be the difference in the game. Both of these teams probably won't score that much.
All right.
It's going to be an
Knock.
awful game.
Take the under.
All right, Knock. Next one up here. Here we go.
Redskins versus Seahawks.
Well, it's a
Thank
good
you,
game here.
Thank you, Colonel, for that tweet. By the way,
Redskins
love you, brother.
and Seahawks here. Redskins chiming in.
Good game.
Yeah, it's a good game here. Redskins need this game more than the Seahawks do, but Seahawks at home, Knocker, are just a completely different team. They showed it the last couple weeks here. I mean, but that defense giving up 40 points here to the Texans,
Exactly.
Knocker,
That's
really
scary.
scares me. But Redskins with Cousins is not the same versatile quarterback that Deshaun Watson is, and they don't have the weapons I think that the Texans have. Seattle at home, what do you think the spread is in this one?
What bothers me about Seattle giving up that many points is the situations they gave those points up in. Every time Seattle, they were down early, they came back, went ahead. The old Seattle teams, once they rallied back, would shut the other team down, and Seattle would slowly pull away, and the score would stay static. They didn't do that. I mean, Houston just kept coming back and coming back and coming back against a vaunted, supposedly Seattle defense. So that's very kind of interesting to me in that game. That was kind of what I was looking at. Seahawks versus the Redskins. I think the Redskins are just hurting from the loss to the Cowboys. They really
injuries,
needed
too.
to win that
Yeah.
game at home. It was a huge game for them, and Dallas pretty much came in, just punched them in the nose, and walked out.
What's the spread?
Going across the country, I think the Seahawks are going to be favored by 2.5 points at home.
All right, Cam, what do you got in this one?
No, I think the Hawks are going to be favored by 4.5 at home.
You guys are both way off, man. The Hawks are favored by 7.5.
What?
At home here
Wow!
over the Redskins. And it says a lot about what Vegas thinks of the Redskins and with all their injuries.
Wow.
I'm going to go with the Seahawks.
The Redskins, you know what? The Redskins, for as well as they've played the first couple of weeks, they really, really, really cooled off.
Yeah, they really. Cam, I'm with you.
Agree with you.
I agree with you. That's a good point. With that being said, Cam, I'm going to go with the Seahawks to win the game, and I think they cover that spread at home. I really do. I think the defense bounced back. Kirk Cousins throws a couple picks. That he's prone to do. I'm going to go Seattle to cover and the Pick'ems here.
I think Seattle wins the game, and I'm going to buy that to 8.
Okay.
And I'm going to go with the Redskins to cover that spread.
Cam, what do you got?
I got the Seahawks, and they cover. You know what? As much as I do like the Eagles and the way they've been playing and everything, I really think this year might be the year of the Seahawks.
Wow.
Have to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't know.
At least get there.
Yeah, I'm saying with the talent that they have and with they're getting older and that team.
Yeah, the 10-year cycles.
Yeah,
right. They're right on that 10-year cycle.
Right there. So all right, Knock. So we're all going Seahawks, but Knocker's picking the Redskins.
I like the Redskins
points.
and the points. Yeah.
All right, Knocker. Big game here. Here we go.
Chiefs versus Cowboys.
Chiefs Cowboys here, Knocker.
Nice
the
game.
Ezekiel Elliott-less Cowboys, I should say. Here, Cowboys are at home. Chiefs are on the road. What do you think the spread is here, Knocker?
I think the Chiefs are favored by 3.5 on the road.
Cam, what do you got?
Kansas City by 3.5.
It's going to be Dallas favored by a point in this one, Knocker, at home.
Okay.
Oh, get the hell out of here. Who's picking that up? Oh, my God.
I love you, Cal.
Jesus Christ. The Cowboys without Ezekiel Elliott are a point favorite at home. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, they are. That's what it says here.
My God. You know what? I'm going to go on a rant right now. How freaking overrated do we have to overrate the Cowboys every year? This is ridiculous. Come on, man.
He's legitimately mad.
Chiefs have been playing? Are you kidding me?
Go,
keep going, man. Best player.
It's all yours.
Best player. And they're favored, and they're mediocre. They're going to be 8 this year, and they're favored. What a joke.
So I'm guessing Cam's going Chiefs.
I'm taking the Chiefs. And they're covering because the Cowboys suck. Like, I'm taking the Chiefs right now, they're covering. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable.
I love how legitimately pissed off Cam is. That's so fantastic.
Right.
Knocker.
There's road rage. Whoever's driving next to him right now is like, just get away, honey.
Yeah.
Get away from that guy because
This
he's
dude's just yelling at
just
no one
yelling
in his car.
at nobody.
Yeah, he's just screaming at no one in his car.
He's talking about Cowboys and Indians, man. Get away. Get away.
It's crazy.
Just pick a number and be like, yeah, the Cowboys are favored by that. What the hell is going on? Are we in the Matrix? Like, what? Are people retarded?
Well, I'm going Cowboys now because you know where I'm going. So what are you doing?
I'm going with the Chiefs, man. The Chiefs are going to beat their ass.
All right, you think so?
Yes.
All right, next game up here.
Oh, Cam,
Man.
the rants are rare, but
Cam,
they're beautiful.
Seriously, they're fantastic. I just wish I was driving next to you. All right, here we go, Knock. Next game up here.
Raiders versus Dolphins.
Man, Raiders, Dolphins. This looked like a good game on paper, but now that I actually look at it, I'm like,
Pretty boring.
Raiders on the road here, though, Knocker, traveling east, but it's going to be that late game here, Knocker. What do you think the spread is?
Boy,
Dolphins at home.
This one's tough, man. After the display the Dolphins put on against the Ravens,
And now-
getting their
And Noah Ajayi.
ass handed to them.
Noah Ajayi in this
And
one.
that was just an ass handing. I'm going to go with the Raiders on the road by 1.5 in this one.
Raiders on the road by 1.5.
Yeah.
Cam, what do you got?
Well, assuming we're out of the Matrix now, and who I would normally take, that's not the Cowboys. I'm going to say that the Raiders are a field goal favorite based on the fact that the Dolphins literally just said, hey, we're going to suck the rest of the way, so we might as well give away Ajayi for nothing.
Well, I think Cam cheated on this one because he got it right on
Right.
there.
He's full of crap.
Raiders -3, Knock. I'm going to go
I'm
with
not buying none of this with him.
I like
I'm
what Cam
sorry.
said because I think the Dolphins just are in. I don't
Right?
know what kind of mode
They're
they're
in
in.
full
but
tank mode.
It's not win mode, so I'm going to go with the Raiders, who have They have to win this game
Yes, they do.
to keep their season alive.
Yes,
and
they
with
do.
that being said, I'll go with the Raiders and Derek Carr. What do you got, Knock?
I think the Raiders, for some reason, even with Carr coming back, have taken a couple of steps backwards.
have.
I don't know if it's the Marshawn Lynch distraction factor
Offensive
with the
line's
team.
not maybe as good as we
Yeah,
thought.
I'm not sure exactly what's
But we've
going
said they
on
were,
there.
We said they were a little bit of a mirage last year with all the close wins in the fourth quarter. Knocker.
Right, but they came out strong until he got hurt. They looked really, really good until
Yeah.
Carr missed a couple of games. I'm not sure what's going on,
But
but
you're
yes,
going
the
Raiders.
Dolphins, I'm going with the Raiders for sure.
Cam, you're going Raiders as well, right?
Yeah, I do. You know, it's the funny thing is I was wondering when Derek Carr was really going to hit his slump year, and I think this might be that year.
Yeah.
They need to get another quarterback coach in to develop him because I like Jack Del Rio, but he just doesn't know anything offensively, so it's kind of tough to manage that side of the ball.
Hey, Amari
yeah,
Cooper.
The Raiders should cover.
Yeah, Amari Cooper, why don't you catch the fucking ball and start playing like you should be
But
playing?
here's the thing: is if they're misusing Amari Cooper. Like you've seen when he played the Chiefs and they fed him the ball, he was an absolute monster.
Yeah, that's true.
So
That's true.
I think it's more about combination routes, better routes, maybe getting him open, splitting him outside more, maybe putting him inside. You know, kind of figuring that out. And they got to do something with Marshawn. I mean, give him at least 20 touches. He's got no rhythm.
Yeah, if you're
So
gonna have
it's tough for
Marshawn,
them.
if you're gonna have Marshawn there and take the distraction and bring him into your organization, use him, accordingly. So, all right, last game here, Monday Night Football.
Monday Night Football. Lions versus Packers.
Lions-Packers knocker here. Aaron Rodgers' Packers team here at home. Lions traveling on the road. This is a huge game in this division, especially for the Lions here, because I think the Packers' season's lost, and I think they know that. I don't think Hudley can get them into a wild card berth here, Knocker. What do you think the spread is on this one?
God. I think the Lions have to be favored by 2.5 going into the Packers with Hundley playing quarterback.
Cam, what do you got?
Oh, I think the Lions are going to be favored by 4, and the only reason it's a little bit closer is because it's a divisional game.
Lions favored by 2 in this one. On the road here, Knock. Right on it. Very good. I'm going to go with the Lions and Matt Stafford to get it done here on the road. Hundley has not impressed me, and I think that the Lions defense is good enough to maintain them down to about 17 or under points. I think it's like a 24-17 game here. I'm going to go with the Lions to cover the spread and with the win here. Knocker, what do you got?
It's going to be a very, very, very ugly game. The Lions' season is in the balance in this football game.
Yep.
So I'm going to go with the Lions on this one.
Cam, what do you got?
Yeah, I think this is one of the easier bets of the week. I'll take the Lions. And you know what? For the VIPs, or the people that are actually listening to the show, if you do not take the Chiefs this week being a 1-point dog
Oh
in
my
Dallas,
God.
you are not going to win money. I'm telling you that right now. The Chiefs are going to absolutely come out and blast that team in the face.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Hey, you know what the Chiefs do have going for them, though? If anybody knows Dallas and anybody knows their coach and what they do, it's Andy Reid.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, the coach in Philly, he knows everything that they're going to do and their schemes and what Jason Garrett's going to do. And he has superior athletes, right now, and superior attitude. I'm kind of funky on that, too.
All right, Cam, we're going to let you get back to traffic, dude. Thank you for sticking with us and doing the pick'ems. We appreciate it.
Wait, did I win the spreads? I had to win this week.
Yeah,
I
you
felt like
did.
I had to win.
But we
you
didn't
did.
bet money, so
Yeah, you
big
won.
deal.
You won.
Classic pat on the back to you and continue on your drive home, loser.
Oh, wait. Before I get off the line, I just want to tell Knocker. Did I tell you ASU was fake? Did I tell you they suck?
Dude,
I
I lost so many
suck. I'm telling
parlays,
you.
so many cards on ASU. They look so good. I mean, their coach, the look on Todd Graham's face in the interviews before the game, he was so impressed with this team's progress and what was going on, and that was the biggest egg lay I've ever seen ASU do. But F that team. Whatever. I hate that team.
I'm telling you, Knocker. I just think it's one of those things where USC had been playing close games all year. They had the 2 losses, but it's just like ASU's not a good team. I'm telling you, the Pac-12 isn't that great this year.
No,
it's
it's
got a lot
not.
of average teams.
And
Not
we'll
really
get
a
into
great
that
one.
when we get to college football. We're
Go
gonna
win
get
bowl
into
games.
that.
Go into bowl games, but I'm more interested to see the Wildcats this weekend. If they win, maybe they're a little bit for real, but I don't trust them either. But who knows? They could beat SC, considering that USC got run all over by Notre Dame. So
SC's had a lot of problems with running teams and running quarterbacks, and Arizona, for some reason, Arizona at home in particular, USC has had problems with. So it's going to be a very interesting game, and both those teams have their own success in their own hands as far as getting to the championship game. So it's going to be very interesting.
All right, Cam, we'll let you go, buddy. Thanks for calling in. We miss you, and get your ass into the studio here. All right.
I will try to if I ever get home from work on the Camp Freeway.
Hey,
screw work.
And you know what? The Cowboys are going to win, motherfucker! Hung up on his ass. Screw him.
He's screaming
Screw
right
him.
now into an
Screw
empty
him.
phone.
That's
right?
right, they're favored. That's right. We'll be back after this. Knockers Call of the Week, college football picks. We got Shot of the Week. Knocker, what's your song? What's your song?
My song is a fun song from a kind of a fun little country band, little country rock band. Band is called 38 Special. I like the video on this one. This song is called What If I'd Been the One. I love the guitar work in this. It's kind of simple, but it's really fun to listen to. So take a listen to 38 Special, What If I'd Been the One on the Sportscast.